Hello everybody, Neil here from the Four Corners and welcome to the first and probably funniest Ninjago Season 14 theory video. Thinking more about this topic, you can't really call it a theory video, it's more of a really obscure thought that I had, and for the most part it's pretty crazy to think about, but there's also a certain amount of logic behind that. I'll start off explaining this with the main totem for Season 14. So the totem is known to have 3 faces and it's going to be pretty important, but we don't know what role it's going to have. It looks really powerful and it's supposed to carry an amulet, and it kind of feels like the endgame weapon that Chief Mammatus would want to defeat the ninja, or it could be there from the start. What also confuses us a little more is that the ninja seem to be investigating this totem, which kind of tells us that the totem needs to be awakened by some type of power, specifically the amulets that they want you to collect through these sets. Now what I thought was, as of the time of recording without any Season 14 story details, was that the totem was actually a really powerful keeper, probably the top keeper or something below Chief Mammatus. And so if the totem was a keeper and it has 3 heads, then why can't Polaric, the dude with 2 heads, just be that guy's sibling? Like I said, it is a little bit silly, but if the totem is in fact a really big keeper with 3 heads, then Polaric has 2 heads and he seems to be the only one with 2 heads, so maybe those two are related and this guy is the totem's little brother. Stretching it even more far, maybe Chief Mammatus, the main bad guy of Season 14, maybe he is the youngest brother, and as he's the youngest, he's the smartest. The totem might be the dumbest, and Polaric's somewhere in the middle. I think this whole sibling thing would be very unlikely. It's just that the multiple head thing is making me want to connect everybody into this big old family tree. Before I start wrapping up this video, I also do want to discuss something else, and that is what side the jungle dragon's really on, because on the poster you can see Lloyd stumbling back and the claws of the jungle dragon almost ripping Lloyd, which is something a lot of people in the comments told me, and that was a really cool observation. So for those of you who spotted that, very good eyes there. But we can also see the keepers have the jungle dragon symbols almost everywhere. They have them on their shields, they have them on their sails, which kind of tells me that the keepers seem to be worshipping the jungle dragon, and maybe Chief Mammatus wants to unlock the jungle dragon, or he has a lie. Maybe unlocking the giant totem and the jungle dragon is a 2-part plan, and it kind of seems like the keepers and the ninja have to be scared of this jungle dragon because it's completely crazy. It doesn't really know what it's doing. It's almost like a wild animal. It'll attack anybody out of instinct or fear, and that could be the ninja sometimes or the keepers. So I'm really curious to see how Lloyd's actually going to end up saddling up that dragon. Overall, a lot of story details are pretty confusing at this point. For example, what the totem's actually doing here. Is it evil? Is it on the keeper's side, or can the ninja use it for themselves? And what side is the dragon on? Is it able to be tamed? Why are the keepers worshipping this dragon? Or why is the jungle dragon symbol on all of their stuff? Or is that even the jungle dragon? Is that something else like a water serpent? And also on the Season 14 box art, we know that the animal on the left is actually a water serpent because we saw its tail. So what significance does that have as well? Is that a Season 15 Easter egg? Thank you for watching this Ninjago Season 14 Thoughts and Opinions video, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!